Hi everyone, Gabriella here today, and I'm going to do a review of the Spectrum Noir glitter brush pens and then a quick comparison with the Wink of Stella brush pens. So I got the spring and summer and the autumn and winter sets of the Spectrum Noir sparkle brush pens, and they come in this really cool like plastic case, which I really like because that makes it easier to store them, so I don't have like yet another bundle of markers that I have to find a place for, storage for. Each set comes with a set of instructions in case you're not familiar with how glitter brush pens work. That shows you, they explain how to remove the retaining ring and get the ink flowing. So they also come with one color separated by the two clear brush pens, and I just rearranged them, which is my own personal thing. But I do like that it comes with two of the clear pens because I feel like that's probably what you would use the most of, and typically what people buy when they get the individual brush pens anyway, because I feel like you can do a lot with the clear pens. You can go over regular cardstock, you can go over marker coloring, you can go over stamping without compromising your ink color or your marker color. You can still see it, but you can just add some sparkle. So it has a breakdown of the colors on the back of each set. And it's kind of the spring and summer colors are a little bit softer, more pastels there, and the autumn and winter set is just maybe richer colors, a little bit darker, but certainly complementary. I feel like you could use colors from either set together without worrying about anything clashing, so that's nice. What I noticed when I looked at these is that, like I said before, each set has two of the clear pens, which is great, but it also has two of this color, the inspired violet, and I decided to demo that color as well since you get two of them, and then you get two of the glitter brush pens in each set, and so altogether you have four of the clear glitter pens, two of the inspired violet, and then 19 colors total, so 18 other colors aside from the inspired violet. So you have 20 colored markers and four clear markers. It's actually a lot of it's a lot of glitter color, and then again the case that you have keeps them all nice and organized. So I'm going to show right now the moonstone, and I'm going to show how to take out the retaining ring, get the ink engaged, and what this looks like. So I removed my ring, and you're going to see right here, it looks like I'm not screwing this all the way in, and I'm actually not, but I didn't realize this until maybe like 2 or 3 pins down the road. And then I'm going to correct it, so I'm going to show you how. The thing is, the pin will still spin inside of the cap, but it'll still go in enough to have your ink start flowing. So I'm going to shake my pen and then just squeeze a little bit on the sides where it says push, and you don't have to do very much because, as you're going to see here, a little bit of the ink here goes a really long way. So right there, like you can see that I'm doing a little bit of just kind of back and forth, and it wasn't that much ink. It looks like a lot, but I promise it wasn't. I didn't really I didn't really squeeze hard. And it's really easy to move around. The ink flows really, really good. So the color is also very, very nice. And that was really just, like I said, that one dot, and it's doing all of this because I'm getting a little bit of ink flow out of the pen as I'm doing this, but again, I'm still not squeezing anymore. So if you're looking to color like a stamp or a pretty large image, because that sheet of paper there is it's a 9 by 12 actually, sheet of paper. So if you're looking to do something like card sized, you could definitely do an entire image without using a ton of ink. So you can't really see so clear on the camera, but the blue color there is actually very sparkly. So now I'm going to look at a clear pen because, again, I think this is what people would use the most of. I know it's what I use the most, just to see how that looks. You can see that, like, yeah, you can't really tell, but I promise it's really sparkly. To see how the clear looks on regular paper. And again, I'm doing the little bit of squeeze and the ink's coming out. So what I realized here is that even though I can see how sparkly it is, it might be kind of difficult to just see on white paper just how sparkly that is. It kind of just looks wet, but it's actually extremely sparkly. So what I decided to do was I decided to grab one of my Copics to do a little bit of color on there to show how that looks covered with the clear pen. So that's just one of my green Copics. And I'm going to do a little bit of the Spectrum Noir, and then I'm actually going to do another um, little green square like that. And I'm going to cover that one with my clear Wink of Stella to kind of show the difference. So I'm going to grab my Wink of Stella here. And then, but first I'm going to do another green swatch, of course, so you can see how they stack up on top of marker color. So there's my Copic again, and now here's my Wink of Stella clear pen, which, I mean, I've already used it, so there's no preparation here. I was just checking to make sure it's the correct one, because I have a silver one as well. And the thing that I noticed here is they're both equally sparkly. The only thing is, and you can't really see it so well on the camera, but the Wink of Stella clear pen, the glitter is a little bit darker, whereas the Spectrum Noir is really just more of like a clear glitter. And I'm gonna like make sure that, you know, I'm putting it just as much on each one to make sure it's a fair comparison. And I'm gonna be honest, I think that the Spectrum Noirs are just as good as the Wink of Stellas. Like, they're equally sparkly. I was really, really satisfied, really, really happy. So I'm also going to show here, since I'm doing like all of the colors, I'm going to show another one of the color pens, and this is what's called the Rose Quartz is what I'm going to use. And I'm going to do the same thing and go through really quick how to take off the retainer ring. And then go ahead and get the pen all ready to go. So see, this is when I noticed that I was spinning my pen, and I was like, wait, something's not quite right here. And then I realized, oh, I can take the cap off, and this is how I would suggest that you do it. Completely remove the cap and then twist your pen all the way down. And so once I realized that, I said, oh, let me go back and fix the other ones to make sure that they're all done. And I was rubbing the glitter right there just to make sure that it was dry, and it had actually dried on the blue pen. So I was looking, I'm like, oh wait, that's the wrong one. So I was going back to tighten all these up. So yeah, I would definitely make sure that you do that. Remove your cap, tighten the pen as the brush tip is down as far as it'll go, and then shake it and squeeze it, because now it's working exactly like it should. I didn't have any issues the other way, but I was kind of wondering why I wasn't getting like full engagement, but it actually does close completely. So this is the Rose Quartz. Again, it's another really pretty color. Very easy to like spread around without worrying that you're not getting enough coverage. Again, that's just the starter squeeze that I did there, and it still went like quite a long way with just a little bit of ink. So again, I'm really, really impressed with the way that they work, and they dry very quickly, and they're very sparkly when they're done. And each one leaves a little bit of, you know, little bit of glitter on your finger, but nothing that is going to cause a huge mess. And it's something you can speed up with using a heat tool, just to kind of make sure that you don't have, you know, just glitter everywhere. So the next thing I'm going to do is look at the silver Wink of Stella, because I have always found that one to be extremely glittery, but also very dark. And the only thing that's missing, I guess, in the Spectrum Noirs is they don't have a lot of the metallic colors. There's no gold, there's no copper, there's no silver. These are just a lot of colors for your pens. and not necessarily the metallic ones. So the silver to me in the Spectrum, excuse me, the silver in the Wink of Stella has always been a little bit dark to me, kind of heavy, but still very, very sparkly. And since I'm doing color comparisons, I thought I'd go ahead and use a Wink of Luna, which is a lot of the, again, a lot of the metallic colors, but not glitter, just metallic marker colors from the same company that does the Wink of Stella, but they're Wink of Luna. So that one is called, excuse me, I should have gotten the color before. That one is called, I don't have that color, so it's the purple metallic Wink of Luna. I was looking on the lid and it's not on there, but I don't think there are that many Wink of Luna pins that you wouldn't be able to find that one. So finally, I'm trying the Inspired Violet from Spectrum Noir. This is the one that they gave you 2 of, so there's 1 in each kit. These also come available in packages of 3. I just happen to get the 2 sets, but you don't have to get all of these. And the packs of 3, I think, run from about $16.99 to $17.99, depending on where you go. Now, this color is extremely vibrant, and I absolutely love it. And I was wondering why they gave me 2 of these, and now I'm super glad that they did. This is a color that I would use extremely often, along with the clear pen. So for me, this works out really well that I have 2 of this color and 4 of the clear pens. I'm really happy with it. Like I got a little carried away here because I thought the color was so pretty. And the brush tip, so that's something I want to talk about too. The brush tip actually works really, really well. And I do some like hand lettering, and this is like sort of freehand, so it's a little rough, and it's a new pen I haven't used before, but I found that even doing like simple brush lettering with this was very, very easy. So I was getting my pen primed just a little because I needed a little bit more ink here to do this. And again, this is just impromptu. I had no idea I was even going to do this. But if you're someone that does hand lettering, these are actually very, very good for that as well. Just like the Zig clean color pens, those are very, very good for hand lettering as well. So now that I've got my ink going, I kind of went back and just corrected a little bit there. And I liked these a lot. Like I think their brush tip's good. The range of colors is nice, and the amount of sparkle is easily just as good as the Wink of Stella pens. So if this is something that you've seen them and you're not really sure and you're wondering what they're like, I would say go ahead and pick up a set of 3. I think you'll really, really be happy. And try to make sure that you get obviously a clear one in that pack as well, because I know that they sell the colors in packs of 3. Or if you can get, the full sets of 12 and 12, I would also recommend that because they come, like I said, with a nice carrying case, nice little strap, and a breakdown of all of the colors that you have, even though the colors are on the caps as well. So I'm very, very happy with these. And I hope that you can find these in your local store. And I hope you guys try them out and that your experience is just as good as mine was. Thanks for watching. Bye.